Good afternoon and welcome to More Than Meets the Eye. I'm your host, Blind Prime, and for today we're going to be covering Transformers Legacy Leader Class Blitzwing. And guys, it's not going to be a fun video. I mean, if you enjoy me ripping apart a Transformer and being outright pissed that this exists and just completely upset by every part about it, then enjoy. You know, if you like my Elita 1 video, then you're going to love this one, because I got a lot of negative things to say about this guy. I've tried to come up with positive things, and they're few and far between. I'm just going to be straight up honest with you on that one. And let's get into this. My final thoughts are going to be at the end of the video, where I, grade everything that we've done so far in this Transformer series with Blitzwing. All the previous episodes and everything like that will be concluded at the end of this video. So if you want to just know the final thoughts, just fast forward to the end and you can find them. If you want to just roll with me and let's get through this together, then just sit back, close your eyes, and listen, because I'm going to go on a rant. And and this whole channel's about helping the blind and visually impaired with their Transformers and stuff, and raising awareness for the blind and visually impaired. So that means you can close your eyes. I will explain everything and try my best to describe everything to you so that you don't ever have to look. You can rest your tired little eyes. I'm here for you. Don't worry, okay? So look away from the screen and let's begin. Now, this Blitzwing comes with these two hands. I'm so upset by these hands. I am beyond pissed, upset. And it's because of this QC issue going on with them. Okay, so inside the hand, we've got this siege peg that we're supposed to be able to put our you're supposed to be able to put the hand for Blitzwing in there, and the hand's supposed to go around this siege peg. Except that this siege peg is, I'll get something that has a siege port on it. We're just going to use this gun right here on his side. You could pull it off, and I'm going to show you guys exactly how much space is available. So let's get it going. All right, so from the tip of my fingernail upwards, that is less than 1 millimeter of space. Let's see if we can measure it out here on the Lego pad, exactly how much space that is. So one of these siege pegs is usually just a little longer than a Lego stud. But this one, I get it right, that is about 1/3 the length of a Lego stud. How is anyone supposed, are you supposed to keep these big red hands on your figure whenever they're that small? You can't, all right? I've tried. You're going to have to get some super glue or something, or some sticky tack to hold these red hands on. And honestly, though, I'm just so confused why red. Okay, now, I may be wrong with the color. I'm going by what other people have said. And other people have said these are red. So I'm going by that. All right, now if I'm wrong, and if they're teal, or if they're blue, or if they're fructose in coloration, I ain't got nothing. All right, but if they're red-handed, then why are you releasing a Transformer, a Decepticon, that's red-handed? And that is just too on the nose. What pun are you going for here? Oh, we've caught Blitzwing with his red hands. He's been caught red-handed. Ooh, you just what? Are they symbolizing that this leader class was a red herring because they gave us red hands? I don't know. I don't know why the hands are red. All right, in the entirety of me watching Transformers. Now, I didn't watch Prime, and I didn't watch any of the newer series, but I mean, from everything back, with Cybertron and before, yeah, I've watched all that, and I never saw red hands on Blitzwing. Never red hands on Blitzwing. Why does Blitzwing have red hands? I don't understand. I don't understand this accessory. Okay, it made sense when we had Astro Train here, and Astro Train came with that hi, Cream. Hi, yes. You heard me getting upset, and you decided to come over and give me loves. Yeah. Kisses from Cream. Anyway, the Astro Train here, he came with a little coal car that becomes the platform that a space shuttle sits on, and also becomes this really neat, back area for him. He's got this cool, cloak. It's neat. I like the cloak. I like the Astro Train, and honestly speaking, I can't wait for the for Galaxy Shuttle, because if Galaxy Shuttle's using the Astrotrain mold, then I am very happy about that. I enjoyed the Astrotrain mold. This is a great mold. This is a great figure. It's quite excellent. You could do all sorts of things with him. I like him. I like him a lot. I like my Astrotrain, but his accessories made sense. All right, you got a train, you got a coal car for that train. Makes sense. You've got a space shuttle, you've got a launch pad for your space shuttle. Makes sense. You've got a robot, now you've got an armored cloak that goes on the back of the robot and some extra boots to raise him up a little higher. Makes sense. Not barely, but it makes sense. You know, he's not going to get hit from behind and had some major things done. He can't be shot in the back. He's got armor. And, okay, so all those things make sense. Red hands that become, you pull the hand off and you flip it around and then you pop it into place and it becomes this missile pod thing. All right? That makes sense, I guess. I mean, it made sense for the for Devastator. Let me just grab that. Going around the studio, tripping over things, knocking into things. Let's find our Devastator piece, which should be over here somewhere. Let's see. Here's one. Come on, you little bastard. Get out of there. Thank you. Yeah, that actually holds in very, very well. So let's move back around. Get back around here to the front of the video so I can show you guys what I'm talking about with this, and I hope this isn't wasting too much of your time. Here we go. We're back. Yay. Here is Devastator's hand from Combiner Wars. This is a hand, okay? And let's see if I remember how to... There it goes. Okay, so you just pull this hand out and it folds out. It does very similar things to these hands, except this hand's bigger. That's to be expected. The red hand has 2 thumbs because why? I don't know. But he's got 6 fingers. This one only has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fingers. Well, 4 fingers and a thumb. And then this thing can fold in on itself and become this rocket launcher system. And there's this little peg underneath here, and then you can just, let's put the hand on the robot here. Boom, just put that peg in there. Get that peg in there. Right. Come on now. Get in there. There you go. It's not the best. It's not the best fit in the world. I think the peg may be a little too large for this hand. I don't want to force it too much, but yeah, he can kind of hold it, and and knock the sword off. It's a better piece than what you get with these hands. You could tell that they designed these new Blitzwing hands similar to the hands that came with. Fucking Christ! Stand over here. Just be there. Thank you. We'll get to you. We're talking about your horrible pieces. So this one here, if we look inside, we get this siege peg. It sticks out away from everything. There's no waffling around this siege peg. You know what this siege peg means you can do? Let's grab Blitzwing here again, all right? And we're gonna make sure his hand's in the right position. And actually, we're not. What we're gonna do for this, we're gonna fold the hand, and we're gonna move that little piece of wing away. We're gonna twist the hand so it's easy to get back out. Fold it away. Boom. Hand is folded away. Now we've got no hand, okay? But we got a siege port on the arm right there. Now this is what I'm going to do to showcase how better the Combiner Wars Devastator arms are to the pieces of crap that we paid way too much money for with Blitzwing here. So we're just going to line that up. There it is. Line it up. Line it up. There it goes. Boom. In. And it doesn't fall out. Honestly, I like it better. I think it's beefier. It actually allows for his elbow to work. He's got a crazy big hand. Yes. Now, can he hold? Where's our good buddy? Bumblebee here. Look at that. Look at that. It's just he can hold the Bumblebee. He does so much better with this hand. The Bumblebee doesn't hold in place too well, and the balance is off because this guy's backpack sucks. But that hand is better. How they screwed up those red hands, I have no idea. But we can take that apart. We're going to go ahead and flip this hand, close the fist, and flip it back around to be its little missile pod. And we're going to take both of these hands. I'm going to go ahead and take this one apart. And I tried to put these hands on Astrotrain, but the little ports on the inside were too short. They were just way too short, and it didn't make any sense. So we're done with the hands. Sorry it took a little extra time on those, but I just wanted to hammer the point home. I don't understand why they exist. I don't understand why they're red. Purple is the color of Decepticons. I don't understand. I don't understand. I don't understand. That's what I wanted to get out there. I have no idea why it even exists, and it simply is just a waste of plastic. It's a waste. It doesn't work right with any parts of this figure. The sword is nice. The sword's got some cool designs to it. It's got these little cuts in it. It's got like a serrated. It's kind of a serrated sword. It's a neat sword. And negatives on the sword is it has the siege port here that doesn't fold into the sword hilt, which is a shame. I was hoping we'd see more of that when we did, from Rodimus Prime. I thought that would be the swords that we'd be getting in the future with this series, is swords that have the ports that fold up. But this one doesn't, and it has no place to store in any of the modes except in robot mode, which is another shame. Now, more accessories. We got these two guns, one on either side of Blitzwing there. They're all right guns. They're a new mold. We haven't seen this mold before, but it has 3 siege ports in a triangle form, like one on each side and then one on the bottom. And it's a kind of an annoying thing that the sword here came with a siege port instead of a couple of pegs. Because if it had, a siege peg instead of a couple of ports. Because if it added some ports, then you could have actually put the sword between these two guns, and then you would have had a cool sword-gun combo thing going on. But that can't happen. That is not allowed to happen. I guess you can take and move the sword sideways. Let's see. Are some pegs there, but they don't fit in that little peg hole area. Even when you try to use the 2 rectangular bits that are sitting off to the edges of the sword to maybe combine it with the weapons, they didn't design that to happen. They didn't design these weapons to combine together, even though most of these weapons are supposed to be able to be combined together. Because this is Legacy, and that was the gimmick with Legacy, is you can combine your weapons, but you can't combine these weapons. And so he fails at the red hands. He fails at the gimmick for the entire toy line. His transformations have been failures left and right. And now let's see if his robot mode is a fail. Hi, Cream. Yes. I'm getting upset again. Yes. It's good to see you too. So, let's talk articulation. Articulation, each of his elbows pulls a little bit more than a 90. His hand does spin. It's on a swivel. So you can get 360-degree movement with the hands. That's going to be nice for your hey, no, lay down. Don't you start knocking my things around. I'm over here trying to do a show. Don't be a butt. And don't you mess with the locker I'm building. Now, so that's with the hands. The arms here can move up. So far, if you pop them out of socket, they can move up further. The only way you can get forward motion with the arms moving up is if you move this panel upwards, and then the arm can move up, but it doesn't even get a 90. The arm rotation and movement on this thing is not very articulated. It's actually kind of terrible. Now, head is on a ball joint and can look up and can look down, and it has a little bit of movement because of the transformation process, and it can go 360 degrees all the way around. So the head is nice. The head is good. We get some waist rotation. There's waist rotation there. And you can move 360 degrees. Nothing. The backpack is not blocking that waist rotation at all. If you move the skirts up, you can kick up to a 90 on the front. Probably 45 in the back. Maybe not even that. The side-to-side motion is decent, but it isn't great. It's you can't even pull the 90 with the side-to-side motion. You can get like 80 degrees. Knees are single joints and a little loose, not as loose as Twin Twist, but very loose. He also has the articulation of ankle pivot, and that's it. Siege port wise, he's got one on the bottom of each of his feet, one on each side of his legs, so that's 4. He's got 5, one on his back. He doesn't have any on his little winglet things that sit on the sides, which is a shame for both of those. Then we've got one on each of his forearms, one on each of his hands. So that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then one at the top of each of his shoulders, 10 and 11. And he's got 11 siege ports overall. And I know there was 2 more somewhere on the stupid tank treads, but I can't seem to locate them anymore. And maybe they're all, oh, wait, there they are. They're hiding all the way back here. So that's 13. So it's 1 and 2 right there. So that's 13 overall siege ports, which isn't bad for Legacy. You know, Siege was giving us lots of siege ports, and you know, they've kind of dwindled down, but getting 13 in a robot mode these days is all right. You know, that's not bad. That's a good amount of siege ports. Now, sculpt-wise, this guy's head sculpt is excellent. It's the best part of this sculpt. That is Blitzwing's head. That is a nice head sculpt. The front of the body mold is really cool. I always loved the fact that Blitzwing was a combination of tank and jet. Like, they made the kibble for tanks and jets on him actually work with the transformation very well. And it's cool to see that in the robot, though I wish that the tank mode and the jet mode were decent modes. But it is nice to have like that piece of a canopy sticking up right there, and then the armor from the tank folded on top of it to be like, you know, he's wearing armor over his chest, which is really cool. Sculpt wise for the shoulders, that's not bad. You know, it's the front of the tank treads. The arms are decently sculpted. It's nice. There's a negative with the legs. I do like the fact that these are longer thighs than normal. Like, you know, his upper leg portion is bigger. It's thicker. It's nicer. But I wish it had had a siege port in the side, because, you know, you get this nice sword. Where's that sword? You get this nice sword here, and you have to plug it in down here, the leg, if he wants to grab it with his arm. But he can't reach it. He can't reach it. He'll have to like pick his leg up so he can grab the gun. And if they had given us a siege port right there on the side of the thigh, then that would have been really cool. You could have had him actually wearing a sword on his hip, like, you know, you're supposed to. So that's a missed opportunity. I mean, you can just have the sword hanging from his forearm, but honestly, that's not too cool. Missed opportunity there for the sword, which is a shame. It would have been cool to actually have a sword belt or something akin to that for the sword. It seems like the sword was an afterthought. They just nonchalantly tossed it in, because I've never heard of Blitzwing using a sword. I didn't know Blitzwing did use a sword. He was always known for his combat and his firepower, not his swishy swish sword action. So that's a bit weird, and he doesn't really have the articulation to pull off any cool sword poses, which just furthers the, why do you have a sword? The only thing he's got is this rotating hand for a sword, and his hands are really small for a bot this big, and his hands are tiny. Why does he got such small hands? Anyway, guys, look, overall rating for this guy, it's not good. I'm rating this guy at a 4 out of 10. He's too small. It seems like had he been upsized just a little bit, everything about this figure would work better. His backpack is too heavy. It causes a lot of back problems for him. He falls backwards a lot. He's a shell former, which, if you guys know my channel and you've watched me for any amount of time, you know I absolutely despise shell formers. I despise them to the utmost degree. I hate them. I hate them completely. They ruin the fun of Transformers. I don't care about that. I care about the transformation. Don't give me a shell former. I'm buying a transformer, not some pretender thing, okay? You want to make a shell former? Then make it in their RID series. You know, make shell formers there, but not here. All right, here I want to actually have a complicated thing to transform, and Blitzwing did not give me that. Even though it was in the leader class price point, which meant it's more complicated than your normal figure, it isn't more complicated, and it's a shame. And the best part about this figure's entire transformation were the legs. Straight up, these legs are nice. I really hope they use them again. The transformation technique for the legs is excellent. I love the fact that the wings fold around to create the most of the leg. That's cool. I really appreciate that, and I really hope they do that again in the future. And use these feet, because these legs are great. The only negative on these engines that the feet become is that they don't have a blast effect port that you can plug some cool blast effects into. Overall, guys, the transformation sucks. The robot mode sucks. The vehicle modes, the only one that's good is the tank, and you can't even put blast effects in the tank turret, so that sucks. And the tank is a shell former, which that even sucks more. And the guy comes with these two stupid red hands, which just are asinine, and they make it suck that much worth. I am taking a full 2 points off of this guy's score because he came with these hands. That is how much I hate these things. That I am docking this guy points. And I guess when you use the hands, now that I think about it, you do get more siege ports. You get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 siege ports for each hand. But they don't even work right because they're all too close together. It just... Anyway, I've blathered on long enough. My voice is tired. I'm tired. I'm tired of complaining about Blitzwing. And now I can't seem to get my little zapper pin. There it is. And yeah, if you like what you see here and you want to see more, please hit that like and subscribe button, share, and comment below with your thoughts on Blitzwing. I would love to hear your opinions because I know my opinions are pretty dark. I have got very negative opinions about this figure, but I'm sure somebody out there has got positive opinions. Tell me your positive opinions about him. Maybe you noticed something that I missed, but overall speaking, I don't like this guy. I don't like anything about him. It's super sad. And I mean, I wasn't as angry as the Elita 1 because I don't really care about Elita 1 as much as I care about Blitzwing. Blitzwing's one of my guys. He's one of my, favorite Decepticons. And to finally get a hold of a Blitzwing and then be just so disappointed, just outright pissed me off. And, that's why this has been a very negative episode. And I'm sorry for that. But don't worry, I'll bring you a more positive episode next week because I've got a positive Transformer to talk about that blew me away and I absolutely love. So can't wait to talk about that with you guys. But for now, we're going to end this video because, it's been long enough. Thanks for watching and tune in next time. Bye-bye for now.